But those people over there that are trying to mess with your mental state, in the bin now, today. Should have been done yesterday, but today's a new day. In the bin now. I don't care, but I don't care if it's family members. I don't care. I mentioned it before. I don't know why a lot of you are putting other people on a pedestal, but they control how you see yourself. Hello. Wait, what? Girl. Hello. I don't know why I was staring like that, but I don't need to have a reason, okay? Sometimes I just do things just to do them. It's a wrap for you. But what is with the fluff flying on the... Just disrespectful. Like, why is he doing that? I don't know what video is going to be out before this, but I think I'm going to end up crossing over with points on this video. But, you know, I just need to focus on this one thing for a second, because I was thinking about something recently, because somebody left a comment on one of my shorts, and I ain't even gonna explain what it is, because I don't like going back into like low. I don't like low vibrational energy. I'm just not about that. Like, I'm sorry. Once it's done, it's done. Like, once it's posted, it's posted. Like, if you want to have do the most in the comment section, do that. But like, that's just not me. I'm gonna go back to doing my business. I'm gonna go back to learning Korean, go back to learning my driving theory. Like, I'm living my other part, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing all this. Like, I just can't. Before I even go on to it, okay, so today's topic, we're going to be talking about flaws. What are flaws? What does it mean to have a flaw? Where does it come from? And should you even care about it? Because in my opinion, you shouldn't. But obviously, things are always easier said than done in this world that we live in. So but somebody made a comment on one of my shorts, and they were like, to summarize it, they said that other people are the ones who determine your flaws. Specifically, I guess when you're dating, and we're talking about like straight couples and whatnot, they determine your flaws, XYZ, if you get what I'm coming at. There's a certain thing, I just don't want to word it in any type of way, because I just feel like I'm going to bring that energy back in here, and I just don't want to bring that energy. But, you know, anyways, she's entitled to her opinion. That's fine. But then it got me thinking, and I was like, you know, because I did reply, and I was sitting here and I'm like, I'm not being funny. If you want to let somebody, I didn't say this to her, but I was thinking this in general. If you want to allow somebody to determine your own worth, by all means, go give somebody else that power. Go do it. Like, I don't know how to say that. If you want to give someone the power to, you know, handle you however they want to handle you, treat you however they want to treat you, and then you just say that's factual because it came from them and not yourself, then by all means, go and do that. The last thing I'm going to do is sit here and argue with a bunch of people about anything. Like, I want to encourage people to know their self-worth, know that they do have good qualities about themselves, and not to allow other people to determine if they're worthy of something or not. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth. Like, if you just don't want to see it, then don't see it. Like, I love you. Like, I love you. But like, it's just energy draining, guys. It's just energy draining. Oh my God. Anyways, and it got me thinking, I was like, why are we sitting here and saying that as a woman, we have to allow somebody else, especially when it comes to dating in straight relationships? Like, why? Because that's how I'm going by what she was speaking of. But like, why do I need to put my value in the hands of somebody else? And then it got me thinking. I was going down the rabbit hole, and I was like, you know what? Okay, let's say we go with that. What's the benefit for me though? And I feel like this is when things were starting to click a bit more, because I was thinking, I already knew all this, but you know, you just like, I have like open monologues with myself, and I'm like, hold on a second. As women, I feel like we hardly ever speak about this. We always want to strive for like these beauty standards and all these other things. But then I'm sitting here like, well, what's the benefit for me though? Like, what do I get out of it though? Because all I'm saying is what they get out of it is a lack of self-esteem and disrespect still. But like, what do I actually get out of it that's beneficial for me? If I allow somebody else to determine my worth and everything, what's the benefit for me? What do I get from it? Because I still haven't found the answer. Because even if you say, well, you can get married, or you can get a partner, you can get this and you can get that. Okay, but like, a lot of people don't want that. So like, what about them that you don't want that? And then on top of that, how many women are fed up in the relationships that they're in anyway? It's like, nothing's looking nice at the minute. So what's the benefit? I would rather go to a nice cafe, have a nice caramel frappuccino and a nice croissant, and relax and look at a really nice pretty view, then care about that. I'm so sorry. Like, that brings me way more joy than whatever's going on over there. Like, it's just not it for me. I was like, oh my God. why am I going to do that? I still can't figure out the answer. I just can't. And I feel like we need to start asking ourselves, no matter what it is, even if it's the job you apply for or whatever it is in life, you have to ask yourself, it's not a bad thing, guys, to ask yourself, how does it benefit me? Listen, we can't pour from an empty cup. We cannot pour from an empty cup. We need to have something given to us too, so that we're able to give back as well. And you have to be open to give to also receive. It's a balance, girl. It's balance. So like, what's the benefit for me? Somebody let me know what the benefit is for me, because there isn't. Don't even try. I'm like, don't even waste your time in the comment section, because it's just not clicking. Like, I'm sorry, it's not clicking. And I know why it's not clicking, because that's just not my vibe and energy. I'm so sorry. And not to get into like astrology, but as an Aquarius, like, we don't give a damn. Like, we don't give a damn. Like, as an Aquarius and Leo rising, it's over, it's done for. I don't get. Like, I just don't get. I don't. Okay, so when the topic got brought up, and she's like, you know, because I was basically pointing out that, and this was in my actual, which video was this on? I'll pop it on the screen, I guess, which video it was on, but it was probably like 2 or 3 videos back. And I was saying how if somebody wants to rate themselves a 10, they should be allowed to. If they are that confident in themselves and they have, you know, a good self-esteem and everything, and somebody asks them, what would you rate yourself? And they say a 10, they're allowed to rate themselves a 10. The point that got brought up in the comment was, but it's a biased answer. I'm like, well, it would be a biased answer because they were asked to rate themselves. Like, if you don't want someone to be honest about how they genuinely feel about themselves, then don't ask the question. I just don't know. And I also don't know why it would bother anybody. Because then it was brought up about how it's basically, to summarize, conceited. That word wasn't used, but it was a roundabout way. And I was really confused, because I was like, I don't care. And I think that's because, not to be funny, but I think if you have low self-esteem, it would be something that would bother you. But if you're confident in yourself, then somebody else's confidence also wouldn't bother you. I don't go around thinking everybody's this competition, whatever. Listen, I'm just here for a good time, okay? I'm here for laughs and giggles and vibes. Like, I'm not here for stupidity and things that are just going to be taken away from my true essence. Is like the things that I like to do and everything. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not, listen, somebody rates themselves a 10 in front of me, I would not care. I would not care. I would not tell them they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to humble themselves, they need to, because I think as well, people don't realize it's based off your perspective as well. And the context, because if somebody is asked that question and then they answer it like just a normal answer, then what's the problem? What's the issue? It's a lot different for somebody to go around and try to crap on everyone around them to uplift themselves and say, well, I'm a 10 and you're XYZ. That's a different, we're not talking about that. And I don't know, because my video that I made, the point was never about that. So I don't know how we got to the way we got to in the comments. But so then it got me thinking. I was like, okay, listen, let's Google what flaws mean. What is the definition of flaw? I'm gonna actually put it on the screen. Either I'm gonna put it on the screen, or I'm just gonna read it out, because let me read it out, because I feel like for those who don't want to read it properly and still run off with their own points, I'm gonna read it out so you can actually listen to what I'm saying. Okay, on Google. Okay, the definition of a flaw is a mark, blemish, or other imperfection which mars a substance or object. Substance or object. So I don't know why we're using that word on a human being, especially when it comes to physics. Like, I don't know why we're using that word. Like, are we objects all of a sudden? Like, I'm confused. But anyways, sometimes that, like, it just irks me, because I just feel like everyone conforms, but nobody wants to, like, okay, let me not say no one. This is why let me change it into something positive. I'm going to change it into something positive. This is why I love people that step out of the norm and they just do whatever the hell they want to do. Whether it be on social media or I'll go walk past them in real life. I love to see it, because who gives a damn? And like I said, what's the benefit into caring in the first place? What's the benefit? Until somebody can give me a genuine benefit, I'm just going to keep living my life the way I see fit. Simple. But I looked at the definition, I was like, okay. And the only thing I could think of was, okay, the word blemish. Spot, like I'm thinking of like spots and whatever, right? Even then, as human beings, like we all at some point will suffer with something like that. We all at some point suffered with one spot. Like, are we really gonna put that out to be this massive thing that like has to be classified as a huge flaw? And like that's what I just don't get it. So then I decided, let me actually look, let me click the little arrow and see other words that's linked to it. So I'm seeing defect. That sounds nice to describe people as that, doesn't it? Anyways. blemish, fault, imperfection. I don't mind that word. But the thing is, I just don't believe perfection exists. So even then, because I just feel like we're all different anyway. So like, how do you determine what's perfect and what isn't? I'm so sorry. Like, what? It's one thing to say, okay, it's one thing to say a certain type of cup is meant to be a certain way. And if it looks any different to like how the design of the cup is meant to be, then that's a problem. But I'm talking about as human beings with different genetics, I just don't get how you can apply it to that. But no, maybe that's just me. Anyway, deficiency, weakness, inadequacy, shortcoming. That's kind of a funny word. I don't know why I find that funny. Limitation, failing, shortfall, insufficiency, lack, deformity, just scratch, chip, split. Different. I mean, that's what it said on here. Okay, that's what Google was saying. The thing is, guys, in order to determine a flaw on you, you would have no choice but to compare yourself to somebody else who has something different to you. But we're all different, though. None of us are the same. None of us are the same. This is why they say comparison is a thief of joy, which is why the reason why I don't believe in flaws really is because in order to get there in the first place, you'd have to compare yourself to somebody else, which isn't really a valuable source of like determining your flaws, in my opinion, because straight off the bat, we're all different anyway. So I don't look at it as flaws. I just think of we are just who we are. Does that make sense, guys? I feel like I get what I mean. And the people that get it. Like the girls that get it. But I just don't believe in flaws. I just don't. I'm so sorry, because they said at one point having big lips was a flaw. Do I need to go on any further about what's going on in the world right now with the beauty standards now? It's very like, freckles was a flaw at one point. The funny thing is, even having glasses was a flaw, and then now everybody wants glasses. Like, it's just weird. I don't believe in flaws, I'm sorry. I believe in things that are made to be like trendy or whatever. But like, I don't believe in flaws, I'm sorry. Who determines the flaws? Like, who determines it in terms of like, who determines it in the sense of who makes it a factual thing that, oh, if I say this is a flaw, then that's just it, it's a flaw, and you can't say it's not. And listen, I said this on one of my shorts as well. I said, listen, if you want to see me as whatever number you want, because all this, the whole rating system is dumb to me as well. But anyways, if you want to see me as a -3, a 4, a 2, or whatever, go and do that, because everyone is allowed to look at whoever they want to look at. Do that. Listen, have fun with it. Have fun with all the numbers in the world that you want to go with. But at the same time, that doesn't make your opinion a fact. And I said this before. This does not make your opinion a fact. Who determines globally like what is a flaw and what isn't? That was a real yawn, by the way, guys. Because I was like, do we have to go on to this? Like, how many times do we have to talk about this conversation? Do we have to? Like, guys, do we have to? I think the reason why I don't care is because I know that somebody who looks like me with my skin tone, before we even get into features with my skin tone, wouldn't be deemed as the standard of beauty. The thing is, I don't care because I just don't see the major benefits in it in the first place. I don't. And it's just all a facade to me. Like, I see straight through it and I'm just like, I don't care, because there's people striving for that every day. And for what? For people who don't even genuinely care about you as well. That's the sad part. Like, these people don't even care. The people that you're trying to impress, they don't even care. They don't even care. They're all living in their own world. They don't care. I really had to sit there and I was like, are we really going to go down this? Are we really going to go down this line? I'm so sorry, guys, if it seems a bit confusing trying to follow me on this topic, because I don't want to bring up anything, because I'm trying to at least keep it in the distance at the same time, while still trying to educate people in this video. So I'm trying. Anyways, people are allowed to have their own opinion on this, obviously, on what they may deem as pretty on you and whatever. That's by all means. But I don't think that somebody overall, like people overall, can tell me about me. Does that make sense? Like, and I would not make their opinion more important than my own opinion. I'm so sorry. I've mentioned it before. I don't know why a lot of you are putting other people on a pedestal where they control how you see yourself, when you know you more than they know you, and somehow they have all the power. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Imagine a superhero just giving away their power like that, and then like complaining afterwards. Didn't you give it away though? Like, why are you now complaining? Like, you gave it away because you didn't want to work on yourself. Listen, when you work on your self-esteem and you can see straight through, honestly, the more you start working on yourself and focusing on you, it's so much easier to just see straight through people that I don't even react anymore. I'm just like, okay. Because like, even then, what's the benefit for me? If I react now, what do I get out of it? A headache. And I don't want that. I used to struggle with migraines really bad, and I'm not trying to bring it back into my life. So that's just that on that. As far as I'm concerned, flaws are just another person's projections and something that you can unlearn. You can unlearn this. You can unlearn it. Like, as children, they don't care about anything. And then all of a sudden, they start to go to school, or maybe it even starts from home with their family members. But they go to school and then all of a sudden they start nitpicking themselves. The flaws and everything are they're just learned things. They're just learned. At one point, people used to say something about my nose. I don't care anymore. I'm just like, girl, as long as I can breathe, it's doing its job. And if it bothers you that much, I don't know what to tell you. Like, get some out. Like, I don't know. My piece of advice in this video is, whenever you feel like, oh, well, I have a flaw about this, I have a flaw about that, please question where it comes from. And is it benefiting you right now to be worried about this flaw? Is it? Because I'm telling you, no matter what you want to change and fix, there's always going to be something that someone else out there is going to want to nitpick. Because you go and fix that, then they'll end up saying, well, now it's like that, or we don't like this, we don't like that. I'm so sorry. None of you are going to be you're not going to be bothering my spirit like that, to the point where I'm stressing about what I don't like to who, and where. I'm just, no. I'm not doing it. And the thing is, it's okay if you don't like something on yourself. I'm not saying, you know, just love yourself and da-da-da-da, because obviously that's easier than done. But like I said, I do think that it would help if people questioned more where their flaws came from. And not only that, really think about who is telling you these things. Because like I said before, you care about it because you put this person on a pedestal. You've literally put this person on a pedestal where now they're the ones determining in your life what's beautiful on you and what's not. When you could do the same thing, you can literally look at the mirror and decide, actually, no, I don't feel that way. Sorry, oops. You guys have to become more nonchalant, I'm telling you, because this world is full of so many crappy people, and it's full of many great people as well, okay? But those people over there that are trying to mess with your mental state, in the bin now, today. Should have been done yesterday, but today's a new day. In the bin now. I don't care about it. I don't care if it's family members. I don't care. I dealt with it as well in my family. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't even go around any of them. Like, I don't go around any of them. That's just not my vibe. But anything that happens, anything that someone says, always question it. Don't just take it. Don't internalize. That's the point of this video, honestly. Don't internalize. Do not internalize what everyone is saying, because there's so many people speaking at the same time and saying so many different things at the same time. Filter out what you want in your life. You do have the choice to filter it out. It may not be an easy thing that you could just do straight off the bat, but eventually the more you work on it, like anything, it will become a lot easier. You got to filter out what people are saying to you guys, because I'm sorry, it confused me when she was like, other people determine if you're, girl, other people can determine all day long whether you know, if they think you're attractive or not. But you can also see yourself as attractive. You also can see yourself as, you know, pretty, handsome, whatever. You are allowed to look at yourself that way. The way how we've been taught that it needs to be, you need to put yourself down and, you know, because it's more humble, is very scary to me. Like, would you tell your own child, like, to put themselves down and like view themselves as the worst in the classroom and that they are not pretty and they're not? Would you ever do that to your own child? Like, that's scary. Why would you want anyone to be walking around in a low vibrational state with low self-esteem? That's just sad. And I feel like people that do that is because you have low self-esteem. I'm here. This is why I love when I see women uplifting other women, because thank you. We need more like good vibes and energy in the world, please. Like, have you not seen the way the world is? Like, girl, you don't even need to turn on the TV anymore for the news. It's just right there in your face. Sometimes the algorithm just randomly wants to slap negativity in your face, and you want to contribute to that negativity by expecting people to walk around with a very low mindset of themselves. I just don't like that. I like to see people standing in like as who they are and feel comfortable in who they are. Simple. And if you don't like people doing that, you need to maybe work on yourself and where that comes from, because yeah, that's not really a good energy that's not really a nice energy to have. But I mean, do what you want though. You know what I mean? Do what you want. I'm not here to tell you how to live, so I'm just here to express the fact that I just don't see flaws. No, I'm joking. I'm just here to put out there, have some self-esteem, and don't let anybody don't let anyone try and tell you anything. You are who you are. You are who you are. I'm sorry, but it took me too long. Like, it took me too long to work on my confidence that I have now, to allow somebody to set me back. I made a promise to myself when I was really young. Like, I made a promise to myself and I said, listen, your confidence is yours and only yours. Like, nobody can take that. And the thing is, if they take it, it's because you allowed them to take it. So I'm sorry, like, it's not happening. Not today, not tomorrow, and not next year, not in my lifetime. I'd have to be dead first. Simple. And I hope anyone that struggles with their self-esteem, because I've been there before, I really hope that this video helps you. I really do. I hope this video helps you, and I hope you don't allow anyone to walk all over you. Okay, that's one thing. Don't do that. Don't do that, because I will come in your dreams and scare you. Okay, and then you'll wake up like, oh, I forgot. Like, we weren't supposed to let anybody. Yeah. Anyways, my favorite line nowadays, honestly, is just, who are you? If somebody were to say something, I'm just like, who are you? Because nobody can really answer that question, because then they'll just have to question, wait, who am I? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, who am I actually? Because, like, who are you? Like, why am I supposed to care about your opinion? I've been living this whole time without hearing your opinion, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to care today. Like, anyways, it's a wrap for you, baby. Yo. I hope this video made sense, because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna film today. I was gonna film because I felt like I just wasn't in the right headspace, because I was just busy with other work and stuff. But I just thought, you know what? No, I put this wig on. I put this wig on, and then I thought, let me do my makeup, because I planned it out last night, and I was like, you are gonna film a YouTube video today, and here we are. And the weather was crap, and now it's blue skies. So thanks, I guess. Thanks, universe, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, do you like, can you guys read this? Oh my god, I think it's flipped, isn't it? Anyways, I hope you're having a good day. Guys, I don't know if you guys know, did I mention it already that I'm learning Korean? I'm gonna start making more vlogs as well anyways, but guys, I don't know what happened. So I've been learning Korean for a good few months now. I don't know if I'm on like my 8th or 9th month. I actually don't know. I've been learning Korean for a while now. Guys, oh my god, you know what, I can finally, because I've been doing more speaking, not like reading and writing and everything like that in Korean, but I'm now starting to like be able to read words in Korean, and I'm like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like, I feel just wow. I just feel powerful. Like, you know, you start speaking another language and it's like, because at first it was all looking like mumbo jumbo, and now it's just like, and the thing is, it's not even, sometimes it doesn't even take me long to figure out what's, like, what word is there. Like, I'll just see like the first few, and then I'm like, oh, I know what this is. I'm like, who am I? Who is this? That's scary. That's scary. But who am I? I'm really doing that. Wow. And also, I've been getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Like, 5 a.m. in the morning. You know how long I've been wanting to do that, and I just could not do it. Like, guys, this new version of me, I'm here for her. Okay, I'm here for her. Okay, like, it's been a long time coming. Anyways, the sun is out and about, and now I feel like going out and about, but I don't know if I am. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and love yourself. Give yourself love all the time, even on days where you don't really feel like doing it. Say something nice to yourself. And is this the right? God, I thought I was filming on the wrong like setting. Anyways, yeah, give yourself love, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. No, wait, I always have to do this. I always have to point out the background. Isn't it so pretty? Like, imagine having like a nice cup of coffee there, or like a hot chocolate, or a cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? Imagine, just, it's such a pretty place. Wow, it's just a vibe, guys. Like, girl. Queen of finding good backdrops. Queen of finding good backdrops. Anyways, I'll see you guys.